day everyone, for today's video, we will discuss about the example of biodiversity based farming system with fish and livestock components. So, biodiversity based farming system with fish and livestock components refers to the agricultural practices that incorporate as diversity of plants and animals species to enhance ecological sustainability and productivity. This system typically involves integrating the cultivation of crops, rearing of livestock, and farming of fish in a mutually beneficial way to create a more balanced and resilient agricultural ecosystem. In this farming system, farmers actively manage the interaction between different components to optimize the use of resources, minimize environmental impact, and increase overall productivity. By incorporating a mix of plants and animal species, biodiversity-based farming system can help improve your soil fertility, pest and disease control, water management, and the integration of fish and livestock components in this farming system can also provide additional sources of income and nutrition for farmers. For example, fish farming in pond of tanks can complete livestock farming by providing an alternative source of protein and additional income stream for farmers. Livestock such as chickens or pigs can also help recycle nutrients from crops, residues, and waste into the farming returns, contributing to overall farm productivity.
Good morning everyone. For the further information about the biodiversity-based farming system with fish and livestock components, here are the few examples about its biodiversity-based farming system with its fish and livestock components. So, for short, its components. The first one is the rice fish bucket system. So, in simple word, it is a holistic farming approach where rice cultivation, fish farming, and duck rearing are integrated to create a balanced and sustainable agricultural ecosystem. Each component plays a unique role in supporting the others, resulting in increased productivity, pest control, and nutrient cycling while minimizing the need for the chemical inputs. The second one is the three-strata storage system, also known as the tree storage system. It is like having 3 layers of the shelves stacked on top of each other for storing items. It helps make the most of vertical space, organizing items based on how it often. They are used in making it easier to find and access things quickly. It's like having a tall bookshelf with different sections for the different types of the books. But a more efficient is a space-saving design. So for other farmer, it is the most effective use or sufficient use for the farming system or into the integrated farming system. The third one is the biodiversity of farming system. So it refers to the variety of plants, animals, and other living organisms that exist in and around the farms. Different farming practices can impact the biodiversity in various ways. By studying how farming methods affect the diversity of life in agricultural areas, research can understand how to promote the healthy balance of the species and the ecosystem to support sustainable agricultural and conservation efforts. Farm profile components in its practices. The first one is the rice. The rice growing area is 2,483 meters square. It is divided into parcels, mean size about 350 meters square. So planting and harvesting is done bi-weekly. Most of the rice centimeter, the planting density is high at 3,940 hills and compared to 250,000 hills hectare in the conventional spacing of 20 by 20 centimeters. So, its practices of rice farming is, for example, it's 2,483 divided into 350 meters squared. So, every week, the harvest of rice will be conducted by centimeter. The next one is the nutrient management. Rice straw to be composted is used as bedding in the duck house. They are piled on top of the other, and when the compost is needed, the pile is rolled and composted lower layers are applied before planting. Sludge. So, the azolas, which is incorporated periodically, about 140 kerosene cans or sludge at the applied per parcel. So, in the other farming system, they called it as substrates. So, the other will consume the substrates and serve also as the nutrient management of the farming system.
Good day, everyone. My name is Erica R. Spilimbergo, and I am the next reporter. Pest management. What do you think when you hear about pest management? Pest management is one of the farm profile, components, and practices. There is no problem with weeds because of continuous submerge and desmothering effect of azolla prevents weed growth. For rats, recommend is used for bait. There is no problem with insect pests. This was attributed to valence nutrition and ecological valence in the farm. They collected and also they used. Golden small is not considered a problem. They are a protein source for duck ration. What do you think pest management is important in agriculture? Plants, diseases, insects, and weeds can cause harm to livestock and crops. Methods to manage this problem include the use of pesticides or biological pest control. Yung tinatawag na integrated pest management or IPM, it consists both methods and includes monitoring to reduce overuse of pesticides and applications. Next is azolla. Azolla, which is grown in 5 pounds, it is used to swine and duck and sold at 50 pesos fertilized rice and vegetables. Feeds for cat. About 25 to 30% of azolla is harvested daily and the remaining 70% is left to further multiply. Do you think azolla is good for swine and ducks? Of course, yes, because azolla has a high protein contents, 19 to 30% than most green forage crops and aquatic macrobials, and an essential amino acid composition favorable for animals' nutrition. Azolla can be a valuable protein supplement for many species, including ruminants, poultry, pigs, and fishes. Next is taro production. What do you think about taro production? Taro is grown because it is 4 times more profitable than rice. It is sold at 3 to 6 kg and suckers are sold at 0.25 each. Next is vegetables. Vegetables are planted on paddy dikes that were wide for this purpose. Prior to planting, the soil is dug, azolla and sludge are applied and covered with a 10-liter sote. Seeds and seedlings are planted on the soil and prevent any adverse effects of still decomposing sludge and azolla. The different vegetables being planted in rotation are onion, garlic, chili, okra, eggplant, mungvan, soybeans, and vash seed.
Hello everyone, I'm Sarah E.H. Wal, and let us now proceed to number 7, which is the piggery. So piggery, There are four sow being bred, improved breds by artificial inseminations. So he has determined that this is the minimum number of heads needed to produce enough manure for biogas production for use in his household. So average sowing teat is 10 piglet sow, and the piglets are soyed. So feeds formulation uses ingredients produced in the farm. So everyone, when we say a piggery, it is also known as a pig farm or hog farm that has a facility where pigs are raised and bred. So piggeries can range from small family operated to large commercial operations. So here are the types of piggeries, which is the backyard piggery. So when we see backyard piggery, it is a small scale operations typically found in rural areas, often used for personal consumptions or local skills. Number 2 is commercial piggery, a large-scale operations that produce pigs for skill in national or international markets. So number 8 is ducks. There are around 200 ducks in the farm. So eggs are sold at 3 pesos each. Day-old ducks are sold at 12 each. 1-month-old ducklings at 30 and ready-to-lay eggs FAC at 80. 15 Muscovy ducks are raised for use as sitters for natural incubations. So when we see ducks, there are a waterfall belonging to the family Anaetidae, which also includes swans and geese. Ducks are highly adaptable birds found in various habitats across the world. They are valued for their meat, eggs, feathers, and as pets or for ornamental purposes. Ducks are versatile birds with significant economic and ecological benefits. Proper management practices are essential to maximize their productivity while ensuring their health and welfare. Here are the types of ducks, which is the domestic ducks. So these are bred for specific purposes such as meat, Pekin Muscovy, eggs, Khaki Campbell, Indian runner, or ornamental uses. The second one is wild ducks. These include species like the mallard, tail, and wood duck, which are often found in natural habitats and are also popular among hunters and bird watchers. Number 9 is fish pond. Aside from tilapia, clams, and azolla, these are also raised in the fish pond. So, a fish pond is a controlled, artificial body of water designed for raising and breeding fish. Fish pond can be used for commercial aquaculture, recreational fishing, or ornamental purposes. Fish ponds offer a sustainable way to produce food and generate income when managed correctly, with careful attention to environmental and health factors. So here are the types of fish pond, which is the earthen pads. It is a natural or excavated ponds with soil bottoms, often used in traditional fish farming. The second one is concrete pads, man-made pads with concrete walls and bottoms, providing better control over water quality and easier management. Nursery. Seedling planting materials of black pepper, laurel, papaya, coffee, cacao, guayabano, atis, and red palm are produced and sold. So, a nursery in the context of agriculture and horticulture is a place where plants are propagated and grown to a desired age or size before being transplanted to their final growing location. Nurseries play a critical role in the cultivation of a wide variety of plants, including trees, shrubs, flowers, vegetables, and herbs. Nurseries are essential for the cultivation and distribution of a wide variety of plants, supporting both local and commercial agriculture, landscaping, and environmental conservation efforts. Proper management and sustainable practices are key to the success of nursery. Types of nurseries. Number one is retail nurseries. There are nurseries sell plants directly to the public, including home gardeners and landscapers. Wholesale nurseries. They produce plants in large quantities for sale to retail nurseries, landscapers, and other businesses. The third one is private nurseries, operated by individuals or companies for specific needs, such as producing plants for their own projects or for research purposes. The last one is specialized nurseries, focus on particular types of plants such as ornamental plants, fruits, trees, or native species. Number 11 is biogas. The material for the digester are pig manure from 5 sows, azolla and crop residues. The gas generated is used for cooking and for lighting during power failures. The biogas digester is designed and constructed by Mr. Fantilanan himself and is made of ferro cement, which is available locally. Biogas is a renewable energy sources produced through the anaerobic digestion of organic materials such as agricultural waste, manure, municipal waste, plant material, sewage, green waste, or food waste. So the process involves the breakdown of these organic materials by microorganisms in the absence of oxygen, resulting in the production of methane and carbon dioxide along with traces for other gases. Number 12 is other plants. Other plants growing in or in the borders of the farm are coconut, ipil-ipil, banana, cassava, coffee, cacao, and kapok. In the documentation and economic analysis done by the International Development Center, that's quite a diverse range of plants. Each of them has unique characteristics and can contribute to the ecosystem and farm productively in various ways. So, by incorporating a diverse range of plants like this into the farm landscape, farmers can enhance biodiversity. So, it can also improve soil health and create more resilient and sustainable agricultural systems. Each plant contributes to the overall ecosystem functioning and can provide a multiple benefits beyond just the primary crop yield.